So this is my Saturday night's main event predictions, and let's start with it right away. We have four matches set, which I think is probably better for a 2 hour show, anyways. Earlier they had to add a women's match to the last Saturday night's main event, making it a five match show because there was no women's pay per view that time, and here you have, so there are four matches. They added a late match which was Solo Sikoa versus Jim Uso for the United States Championship, which kind of makes sense because they've been having a feud, but also doesn't because Jimmy did lose to JC Mateo like 2 weeks ago. But let's start with that. I think uh, Solo is gonna win. I think that's pretty much, I think, set. Now we have to see either they go like the same route that Jimmy gets distracted by all the MFTs and they just win, or maybe Tamatonga comes back. He gives like, oh maybe I'm joining Jimmy, but then he anyways joins Solo's faction. But I do think I see probably Tamatonga. I think they will hold him back till SummerSlam to bring him back. I think he'll probably return there. Maybe we see Jacob Fatu, but I don't know. I think they just put him through a table. He'll probably return on the SmackDown after Saturday Night's main event. Then going on to the next match, which is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton with Jelly Roll on Randy's side, and we're probably gonna have Logan Paul also there too. I think Drew is gonna win. Though them having this Jelly Roll Logan Paul stuff kind of makes me think that they can have Randy win too. But in a way, then why would they have a tag match set for SummerSlam? I think tag match will be set there, and there will probably have, which I predict is Drew is going to get tired of Logan Paul. He's going to leave him, and then Jelly Roll and Randy Orton will beat his ass and win. I do think whatever is going to happen here, I think Drew is going to steal away the victory. I think that's what's going to happen. And I think probably after SummerSlam, both Drew and Randy are going to go into the Undisputed Championship title picture with Cody as the champion. Then going forward, we have LA Knight facing Seth Rollins. And this is actually very interesting. You can have Ethan Page lose to Ricky Sainz at Great American Bash, which kind of makes sense. You one up is Ethan, one up is Ricky. This is the blow off match. Ethan does not really have anything to do as a single star there, maybe Heritage Cup, but that kind of feels like something you give to like up and comers or people who are just starting there. So I think Ethan is probably losing to Ricky Sainz. I think Ricky is going forward with that championship. You can have Ethan Page interfere and then Seth defeats LA, and then after the match when they are going to like put put LA Knight down, maybe you get Penta there, but he also gets beaten up, and then you get Roman Reigns' return, and that way Roman is back. Or maybe Roman returns between the match and it causes Seth's distraction and LA to win. You have that stuff. Or maybe you cut the Roman Reigns return part, you just have Ethan Page return, Seth wins, and then in the main event, Seth tries to cash in his money in the bank, but that's where Roman returns, it distracts him, does not let him cash in the money in the bank. Then you have like a last 5 minute sequence from Goldberg and Gunther after a kick, after something, and then Gunther beats Goldberg. So I will predict, though I don't want to go with my heart, but I'm predicting LA Knight winning because the thing is, I do think they want to do something with Gunther for SummerSlam, right? Who is there? Like Sammy is out indefinitely, and even when he comes back, he will be involved with Seth's faction. I do think then you had Punk, shoving him down. So I think LA winning, maybe they set up like a fatal four way, fatal five-way at SummerSlam, maybe get Roman involved there for the World Heavyweight Championship. I do think LA, if LA wins, they can then have Roman, Seth, and Punk go have another triple threat maybe, and Gunther can face LA for the championship, and then maybe it looks like LA is just has hit the BFT, going to get the pin over Gunther. Maybe Roman wins that triple threat. Here, Seth Rollins comes in, cashes in, and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. So I predict LA Knight to win because if he doesn't, then I don't know what you do with Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion for SummerSlam. Then our main event, which is Gunther versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship retirement match, Atlanta, Georgia, Georgia Dome. This is it, not the Georgia Dome. I like Atlanta, Georgia. Like I think Gunther is retaining. There's no way they're gonna have Goldberg win. I do think they're gonna have false spots. Maybe Seth comes in, it then by distraction Goldberg hits a spear. It looks like he's gonna win, but no, Gunther kicks out. I think this is probably gonna go more than 5 minutes. I can see this go 10 minutes because you're gonna get shenanigans here, and I do think they're not gonna have shenanigans at a 5 minute less match. They've given Goldberg like 9 months to prepare for the match, anyways. I think this can do wonders for Gunther if it is handled well. If the closing stuff that we see from Saturday night's main event is Gunther holding up the title over Goldberg's body, and I think that's the right direction. You give uh, Goldberg some hits, but then in the end, Gunther is just better. You know what would be better if Goldberg taps? I don't know. I don't think Goldberg has tapped that many times in his career. Like this would be like a very great for Gunther if Goldberg in the end taps out to him. So I don't know about the tap out, but I do predict Gunther is gonna win. So these were my predictions. What did you? What are your predictions? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Instagrams and my Twitter/X account, links in the description. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is sharpboy@OKICICI, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for today. So thank you, goodbye, alvida.